The content of this radio show is to provide information and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered advice or a recommendation. Thing or Two About Life Total is an adult podcast and recommended for mature audiences only. No content from the radio show can be used without the permission of Thing or Two About Life Total. Thank you.
I am so into me, but I can learn a thing or two from you. I can weather the storm all by myself, but I'm so glad I got a total crew.
Welcome into a Thing or Two About Life. It is the Total Podcast. I'm hanging with the crew, hanging with the fam. I am Mario, and we got our peeps. We gonna get right into it. We gonna let Leon start it off by introducing himself, because we got a lot of stuff to get to tonight. So kick us off, bro.
What you say, people? One more day back at it again. Y'all know I put my PSA out a while back. It's still the same. Ain't nothing changed. So we just gonna let it roll, keep it going, keep it lit, keep it interesting, and tell the truth. 2025, you know what it is.
And for y'all who don't know what it is, don't forget that Mitch and Leon have declared that 2025 is the year of the pettiness. So keep that in mind whenever y'all hear them say y'all know what it is for 2025. Y'all got it. It's the year of the pettiness. All right. With that being said, the pretty cat lady is in the house, y'all. Marlena, talk to him, pretty lady.
Meow, meow, meow. Hey, how's everybody this evening? It's been a great evening for me, nice and quiet and cozy, and was rolled up in the blanket like a taco, watching movies today. I'm all good. And it's good to be with you this evening. So let's get the ball rolling. Meow.
All right, all right. And last but not least, we have Andrea, our producer extraordinaire. Talk to him, Andrea.
I don't like how you did that, but we're gonna move on from that. And for two people to declare something, they the main ones that be on that patch bullshit, the main ones that be on there. But anyway,
Damn right.
anyway, good evening, everybody. Of course, we have another incredible show for you guys this evening. Welcome in and let's go.
All right, all right. Well, welcome in, everybody, and let's get that thing going just like she said. So, oh, I'm sorry. Let's not forget Madeline. Madeline, the floor is yours, madam.
Hi, how y'all doing? Hey, my bestest friend. My
What
We
bestest
doing?
friend my bestest friend had a birthday. How you doing, Leon?
I'm doing all right. Can't complain one bit
That's
until we
good.
get to talk about certain things, and then I complain a lot.
Okay, well, it's the year of the petty, like they said. So you know what? You go ahead and be who you are.
We try.
Hey, Andrea.
Hey, Madeline. Well, you need to talk to your friend about that pad shit, because
Girl,
he on one.
you know he my bestest friend. I'ma always take his side.
No,
So don't.
some things you shouldn't take his side.
Well,
Sometimes
he's my bestest friend,
he can
Andrea.
get you locked up too in jail by taking his side now, because he ain't
And
right. He's right up there sometimes.
I
wrong
would
is wrong. If
never,
he's wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, he's wrong. Because that's just how we roll, ain't that right?
I would never involve you in anything wrong.
I know you wouldn't.
Now,
I
Andrea,
know
on
you
the other
wouldn't.
hand, better watch her.
Oh yeah,
Hawk.
she's something. She's something else. I try to be friends with her a little bit, but only take it so far. You know what I'm saying?
You know what you showed right, Madeline. You
You
and,
know,
you and your best, you and
'cause
your best friend be on that pad shit sometime too.
I
You know,
know how she can get sometimes.
on that messy shit sometimes. You got to watch her.
Hmm.
Oh.
Marianne, how you doing? How you
I'm
doing?
doing lovely, madam. I am glad that you graced us with your presence, and the show just don't seem the same without you. I tell you what.
Well, I just been dealing with Marlene here lately. Because Mama Day, she had to go into the hospital, and Marlene ain't been nothing but a sap the whole time she was in there. And I don't know why she was such a sap, because that mean ass damn Nana ain't nothing gonna happen to her. She too mean to be
You know what,
anything.
Diana, she'll be here in a minute to deal with you, man, because you sure been talking a lot of shit.
I don't know why she trying to be all sappy over Dianetta, because Dianetta is too mean to even be. I don't even know why she was in the hospital, tell you the truth, because she ain't there. She too mean to be sick. But anyway, whatever went on with her, I hope she gets better, and I hope she gets to come on tonight, because y'all seem to like her, but you know how I feel. Anyway, let's move on, Marianne. Hey, Diana, wherever you are, stay
Oh
out.
my
Well, I'm gonna
goodness.
call right now.
Stay out. Don't come in.
Well, with that being said, we're gonna start.
Andrea,
I ain't even said nothing to you that time, Madeline. You better go on somewhere.
you say I'm a call. I don't care.
You
You
told
call,
you,
tell whatever you want to.
didn't I tell you she be on that messy shit?
Yes,
Mhm.
she is.
On that messy shit. Got to call her messy when she messy, because she is messy.
Mm-hmm.
And you the biggest mess about all of them.
You
But I
forget
love you, Leon.
petty as
Even
hell.
if you is a mess. You a mess, I love it.
No, I ain't a mess. I'm petty. I'm petty as hell. That's what I am.
But I have to agree with Andrea a little bit, because when you're petty, sometimes you a mess. But I don't care. I still love you.
Ooh,
Now, that was your
speaking of
best.
petty,
That was your bestest friend talking.
I accept that from my
Speaking
best.
of petty, go.
that's what I was saying. Speaking of petty, let's start the
You can
show
be
off.
petty sometime too, Mario. You know you can too.
I did not say that I was not. I was just saying that since we speaking of petty, let's
What
just
you
see.
mean? What do
Let's
you
let
mean by saying sometimes? Now he's petty all the damn time.
Oh, Madeline, I just told you the show don't seem like it's right without you. This the way you do, man?
Madeline, he was just kissing your ass. That's all.
I'm just telling the truth. Didn't you say this is the year of the truth or something? We all gonna tell the truth or whatever. Something you say.
I said that they
Didn't you
said this
say
is the
tell
year of
the truth?
pettiness.
Okay.
So is the pettiness including the truth? Sometimes when you being petty, that the truth come out too. That how we doing that too.
I mean, it's somebody's truth.
Right.
I trust and believe. If a person is really being petty, they in their truth for that moment.
Okay, well, like I said, if we talking about petty, here's a property management company that is petty because they say they want their money even when your ass is dead.
Charging them
Damn.
because they say she broke her lease when she died.
They want the rest of the about a year's long worth of rent from a dead person.
91-year-old Sandra Bonilla died in late June and was buried at Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery next to her husband. For more than 10 years, she lived at the Lodge at Chavano Park Apartments. At the time of her death, Bonilla had almost a year left on her 2-year lease.
We went to the apartment complex, spoke with the leasing manager, and he told us that he would use the security deposit towards the cleaning and turning over the apartment, and that they would terminate the lease.
But later, the family received this bill for $14,000 in accelerated rent and an $1,100 lease break fee. It even states the reason for her move out as deceased.
I think it's pretty unusual. I've never heard of anybody trying to charge an estate or somebody who's deceased for rent before.
Attorney Bill Clanton, who specializes in consumer and debt collection law, says a section of the Texas Property Code states a representative of the tenant's estate may avoid liability for future rent if they take two steps: remove all property from the apartment and provide a written notice of termination. And the landlord can only charge up to 30 days rent after the notice is received.
The landlord can charge for about 30 days.
Well, guess what? Your patty ass. She dead. You ain't getting shit.
So does that qualify as petty, Leon?
That qualifies as shady as fuck because them motherfuckers is wrong as two left shoes because the folks came to them. He said he went to the landlord of the state management property people and told them that she had died. They said they told him that they would get somebody to clean out the apartment and then whatever else he said they was going to do. At the point when he went in there and notified them that she was dead, they supposed to have been pointing him to that little section of the lease that said that he had 30 days to get all the property out, or they would only charge for 1 month of rent, and that he needed to get all the property out, else they was going to charge X amount of money. So no, that's shady as shit. That's what that is. Them fuckers ain't right.
They didn't intend to tell him because they wanted to keep getting money.
Yep.
At that particular point, I asked the question, who do you go after of? You know, when this lady dead. And then they said that lady had 2 years left on the lease. I ain't never signed no 2-year lease in no apartment, but you know, I know they do it different around other places. Well, who they was expecting to get 2 years worth of rent from?
Really?
The
As
dad,
old as he
because that's
was,
where she is.
First of all, I ain't never heard of a 2-year lease. I mean, anywhere. But
That's what I said. I ain't never done that in an apartment. Usually year to year, 6 months or something like that, or
something
you
like
go
that.
month to month. But so all
they,
right, so Lee just say this is not petty. This is that dirty shit. What you think, Andrew?
You already know what I think. That's some bad shit. Hell.
Hmm. That mean Dinette is up in here.
That's what oh, Madeline been talking shit about you. I told you she was coming to correct your ass, Madeline. Yeah, but anyway, back to the max at hand right now. I think that is classified as some petty ass shit because number one, this woman died. You expect her to pay what you want? What you want? One of her legs or something? Are you gonna take that as payment or something? I mean, what?
One of her organs.
Oh, I mean, what you gonna do? Charge it against her estate? The woman died. Have some type of sympathy or something. Show some
She ain't
fucking
got no
credit.
estate. She was renting the damn apartment.
I know.
What kind of estate she got? She ain't got shit.
I don't know.
She ain't
Whatever
even
she
got a
got.
life.
If she got Social Security, they'll charge against that. I mean, damn.
I'd like to see that happen.
I don't know where they gonna get the money from.
They didn't even
That's what I'm asking too. What the
they
money
didn't
supposed to
even
be come
know
from?
to
Who
give
they
her the
sending the
Social
bill to?
Security.
I guess her kids, her relatives, somebody. What my point is this:
That ain't legal.
if someone has passed and they ain't already got no money, how the hell you expect to get it? You go sue a dead person?
apparently
That's what they was trying to do, but I don't know what they're gonna get except for some dust.
Even that's in the state of Texas, and I live here in Texas, and Texas do be on some petty ass shit. No, let me get it. Dumb petty ass shit. Petty ass dumb shit.
Petty
All of
ass
them
dumb shit.
All of that.
I mean, usually, like Leon said, Leon brought up something that's really pertinent here. Usually, they give you a certain amount of time to get the people stuff, right? And if you don't come clean up, either they throw that stuff away or they'll find somebody to sell it off to or something like that. But when you rent out a place, you assume the liability that somebody died. You know you ain't getting it. You just got to clean that up the best you can and rent that on out to the next person, and that's that. Ain't nothing you can do about that.
Right, they didn't waste no time getting that stuff up out of there so they could rent that apartment again to somebody else, because you know what, they don't be playing when they're trying to get rent money.
Yeah, because now they can't make they not getting no money off that apartment. I bet you they went in there and took stuff.
Yeah. They
Yep.
cleaned up, right, everything that they wanted to keep.
Like when my daughter's cousin, she lives in Houston. She did live in Houston. She got killed. She was helping her friend. She had pulled over the side of the road. Her friend was getting sick in the car, and she was a nurse. And she got hit by a drunk driver, and she did. They gave them like 30 days to clear out her apartment. None of that even went on. That's right here. I don't know where that lady lived, but yeah, that's crazy as hell.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Marlena. Wait a minute. Mama D, did you catch any of that story?
I caught some of it. We've gone past the pettiness. That's way past petty. That's just totally ridiculous. Totally ridiculous.
I mean, like I said, I don't even know what to say about that. You know, when I first saw that, I was like, how you collect? Who you collect to? The church? Because now I've heard in cases that when people die, that they do leave bills and things for other people to pay for. But
No, they don't. I can vouch for this because when my brother-in-law died, he had all kind of bills and shit. Only thing that we had to do once he died was notify the people that he had died. Either they asked you for a certificate of death, or they were asked to ask for a copy of the obituary, so they can zero out the bill and notify the debtor or collector that the debtor is deceased and cannot pay the bill.
Right.
Because when folks was calling, wanting to speak to my husband, I was like, he's deceased.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, can you send us a copy? I can send you a copy. You can stop calling here because it
Mm-hmm.
ain't got my name ain't on there nowhere.
Right. So they, like I said, they ain't on no petty shit. They on some scamming ass shit. Because first of
That's
all,
right.
because I'm just gonna be honest about it. I ain't saying nothing about it. But the lady almost 80 years old. How long did you think she was gonna live? Come on now.
That is true.
You done put her on a 2-year lease, knowing that probably her health wasn't very well, that she was deteriorating as it was, and you done put her on a 2-year lease. You knew she wasn't gonna make that 2 years. Come on now. You knew you wasn't taking care of the woman. She was taking care of herself, or the folks were coming in checking on her constantly throughout the day. She had a nurse, somebody. No, that's some bullshit. Like you say, Mario, should have been a 6-month lease at the least, at the maximum 6 months, and then go month to month, because most most elderly retirement homes, which that's what it seemed like it was, do that. They go the first 6 months you have to, do the lease, and then after that you go month to month, because like they say, they're not sure about your health and how it's going to deteriorate or what's going to happen, what may happen. And at the point in time that something do happen, they need to be able to flip that and clear you out and make room for the next resident that might be needing the facility.
Right.
yep. Yeah. But it goes to show you out here that even in death, you know what I'm saying, you can't even find no peace, because people try to get it. You know what I mean? It just,
Gambling.
man.
Gambling any way they can get $1. They trying to scam
Back
you
up
out.
on the counter.
That's the first time I heard of anything like that.
I go on the last door.
These new age scam artists, boy, I tell you, they get you for everything. 14,000 to a dead person. That don't
And I
mean.
mean, and that video, he was serious too.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted that money.
You did.
I mean, yeah. Now
Well,
this is gonna,
a dead horse.
yeah. I mean, but and here's the thing about it. If you ain't up on things like you with all the stuff you just said, Lee Jack, you know, somebody might feel the need that I got to pay my mama's rent for the next 2 years. You know, because if I got to pay, let's say that I'm moving somebody in there. If it's just something that I had to pay, it ain't just gonna be sitting there doing nothing, or somebody else gonna be there. Cause chances are you paying for something that somebody's already living in. It ain't
Right.
just sitting there.
Right.
Exactly.
And
So,
he said the lease was for 2 years.
yep.
That's 24 months and $14,000 is what she plus the dang on cleanup fee, another 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So $15,000. Where the fuck was she staying at for $14,000 in 2 years on a lease? It better
Mm,
been a motherfucking Ritz hotel.
mm,
Every damn hour somebody could go right my ass.
Oh my goodness.
$14,000 for 2 years. Shit, that's a
I mean,
little over a grand a month
mm.
for
yep.
a senior citizen, for a woman that's 80, almost 80 years old, over $1,000 a month. Are you serious?
I'd lease
But
it out for
unfo-
Airbnb for them 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
but unfortunately, young, that's just the way shit is now. Shit so high that seniors ain't getting a break. Our armored vets ain't getting a break. I can understand if you did that for regular normal people, even though that sucks too. But we ain't even giving a break to people who need the break. I
No, they,
mean, it's what you say.
no, they was taking them Social Security checks for her staying there, and then you still
Mm-hmm.
$15,000 for 2 years. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here,
Oh man. All right. We gonna transition into something else, something that's really horrific. There's no way for me to transition into this, but to just play it, y'all.
Just killed my daughter. I'm from the North Main Beach Police Department on a recorded line. Did you call for the police? Yes. Okay. What is your name? Jalissa. Ulissa? Jalissa Baxter. Jalissa, hi. Can you tell me what's happening there? Yes, I just killed my daughter. How old is your daughter? 3. Is there anyone else in the house? God. And how did you kill your daughter? I tried strangling her. That didn't work, so I stabbed her with a knife in the neck and chest. What area of the house is she in? She's on the floor in the living room. Do you still have the knife? I do. Is it in your hand?
All right. So, Mama Dean, we'll give you a chance to go with this. Now, the question that I have after me looking this up, they're trying to say that the woman was mentally insane, right? So let me ask you a question. Are you considered to be mentally insane if you can call up somebody and say, this is what I've done? What's your thoughts on this?
No. Having worked in the mental health system, no. She knew what she was doing. She might have had a break at that point or at that moment, but for her to cognitively um call the police and said that's what she did, no, no, no. And
Mm.
they need to put her under the jail.
Hmm. All right, all right, all right. I got you. Suge, what you?
Lord.
Okay, well, go ahead, Marlena. What you got to say about this?
Oh, you cop shoes. Go ahead.
All right, well, go ahead, Andrea.
Well, I do. For you to sit there and kill your child, I mean, for me, I want to know why. why, what drove you to this point to say, okay, I'm just gonna wake up in the morning and kill my child? Two, did she have some type of mental blackout or something there? So, because it seems like in the picture, that was a beautiful little girl. Mental illness and things like that, it is real. But yet, I really don't have nothing to say because there is no excuse for a mother to kill their child, especially when it's lived. Matter of fact, no excuse for any of it. But that's people need to start seeking help. Seek help before you react and then just throw your life away as well. Because now that's two lives gone. Yours
Now,
down to the correctional system and then hers.
now keep in mind, as the mental defense claim is being made, she said by her own words that I tried to kill her one way.
Right.
That didn't work. So I decided I'm gonna stab her because choking her out or whatever didn't work.
That's
So
why
go.
that's why I said, why what made you just what
Yes.
made her wake up and just want to say, okay, I'm gonna kill my daughter today. A lot of factors play into that.
Okay, I mean that is true. That's why we do our show because there's varying degrees of opinions. All right, go ahead, Marlena.
You took my point when you said that she explaining to them that she tried to choke her out, but it did not work, which meant that was premeditated because she had to think of another way to kill her since the choking didn't work. So I'm not going to say that she may not have some mental instabilities, but it was somewhat still, it's a thin line there because
It is.
it was somewhat premeditated. I couldn't kill her this way. Okay, so now I'm just going to go get a knife and I'm going to stab her in the chest. You left her from one incident of not being successful to kill her. Then you went all the way to the kitchen or wherever you went to go get this knife and then come back from the kitchen or wherever you went and then stabbed her.
Mm, mm, mm.
So that's just a hard pill for me to swallow and not and believe that she was in a mental state at that point. Maybe she was in a mental state when she first tried to choke her. I don't know what the little girl did, just drove her up the wall or whatever. But then you calmly called the policeman and explained to them everything you did. And you didn't seem like that you was hysterical or had any kind of remorse behind it.
Well, it's ironic
I
that
just
you
killed
say
my
that.
little girl.
Yeah, it's ironic that you say that because that was one of the defense. They said that, well, you could tell obviously something is wrong with her because she had no remorse or no anything, in her voice when she made the call. So, it's like I said, depending on when you catch me, I go back and forth on this one. I done listened to it several times. I'm like, I
Yeah,
just don't know where her mind was at with this.
it's a thin
No,
line. Like I said, it's a thin line. It's a thin line between,
right. I mean,
and I'm glad I'm not the one that have to judge that or have to try to figure that out.
right. And we don't know, where her mental state was. Does she have a history of mental illness? It's a lot of things that factor into all of that. Because as a human being, I just can't see myself waking up the one day and just saying, okay, I'm going to kill my kid today. They might get on my nerves and I might truly feel that way sometimes because them niggas are.
Oh,
But to actually do it, no. I'm just being real. No.
Oh, okay. All right, Lee Jack, what you got for us?
Well, my aspect is a little different on this look. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let y'all think about it and ponder for a minute. If you look at the mentally unstable women who have killed their kids in the past, they do it in the most horrific or gru or torturous fact, or not fact, or torturous manner, i.e., drowning, setting them on fire, or shooting them. Them the only three ways that these psychotic women have killed their kids. You don't see none of them choking their kids out. You didn't see none of them stabbing their kids. And then to calmly call and report themselves as killing their kids, they didn't do that either. It went on for a day or two before somebody found the kids or noticed that the kids wasn't around or wasn't missing, hadn't heard from nobody. And then they would have to track down these people or this mother, either with the kid in their arms or carrying the kids around somewhere in some type of manner, showing that, with that mental break. This woman had, I'm not saying that, she didn't, but she didn't have no mental break because, like I said, like Marlena and Andrea and you said, she tried to kill the kid first by choking him or her. Then she said out of her own word, out of her own mouth, when I saw that didn't work. So first of all, you made the aware thought or process of I'm going to choke my kid out to kill her.
Mm-hmm.
When that didn't work, okay, let me rethink this. Since I can't choke her and kill her, let me go in the kitchen. Let me walk to the kitchen, pick out a knife that I can use, walk back to where the child is, stab them repeatedly. Let's say I'm gonna stab. Okay, I figured out. I'm gonna stab her in the throat, and then I'm gonna stab her in the chest. After I do that, then I'm going to calmly walk to the phone and call the police and say, "Hey, I just tried to choke my child out, kill my child by choking, strangling her. That didn't work, so then I stabbed her, and now she's dead, and I'm sitting here waiting on y'all." No, that ain't a mental break. That's just being plain old stupid and just, I guess, tired of the kid and don't want to deal with the kid no more. Okay, put the child up for adoption. Let the father have her. Let the grandparent. Somebody want that baby. Somebody loved that baby enough more than you did to take on that responsibility. Let them do it.
I
Live,
mean, it was, go ahead.
live your life. Live your best life because that's what you was trying to do. Now that you see you can't do it, now you're gonna sit up there and say, "Oh, I'm crazy. I got a minute. I had a mental break. I'm crazy. That's why I did it." No,
Mm. That's a good take, and that's why I say some. When I first heard it, I said she crazy. Then the more you break it down, you say I don't know, cause she got to do a lot of steps. That says that at some point, a few of them steps says that you were sane, right? The end results we see to say that okay, she must have been crazy, but in order before you get to the crazy, she took sane steps. You
yeah.
thought it through to say okay, this didn't kill her. Well, I got to find something that will. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because at
She
any
made
point
a
in
she,
time,
she made a process.
But
Yeah.
even with this young lady, I just want to know why. What possessed you to just choke her, that didn't work, then go to resort into stabbing her? that to me, that's just crazy all outdoors. Like for real.
Something in her life that was more important to her than her child. That's what that was. And she was trying to figure a way to get out of having the child around in order to do what she wanted to do. Then once the child was gone, oh damn, now I'm stuck. When they find out I'm going to jail, let me figure out a way I can try to beat this and stay out of jail.
I just don't understand it. You know, I all the people and families who can't have children want those babies, like you said. And if if you can go to the phone and call a policeman and tell them what you did, why you couldn't pick up the phone and say, Mama, Daddy, cousin, uncle, neighbor, somebody come get this little girl because
Because
she's driving me up the wall, or whatever the situation may have been that you wanted to get rid of her. Push her out the door. It's better than killing her.
But don't certain cities have no questions asked drop off points for kids and stuff?
They do.
that's
You can
Yeah.
drop
every
them off at the
state,
hospital, and you can drop them off at
fire department, police station,
yeah.
anywhere.
Leave them on somebody's doorstep.
Yeah, but we got better ways of doing it these days than just leaving them on somebody's doorstep. They got no questions asked places.
I know that we do have better ways of doing it, but I'm just saying, if you don't want that child, then if you other
It's better to push them out the door
right, then to
than
result to this.
if she was to that point right then and she felt like she didn't have no other option, just push her out the door. Push her out the door, shut the door. I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, when you're looking at the alternative, everything would have been better than stabbing this little girl to death. Shit.
I'm sure some of the neighbors knew her.
Yeah.
And the sad thing about it, she was 26 years old.
Damn.
Miss
Now, at 26, she has just thrown her whole life away.
Miss the streets. Goddamn, you wanted to get back in the streets. Couldn't think of a better way to do it.
Damn. Well, when you put it like that, Leon, shit, that means she might be mentally ill. Because if your brain can process to say, hey, you want to get back in the street, this the way you go about it, baby, you might be sick in the head.
Yeah, that's true too.
Hey,
At
you
26.
get dumb as hell. Ain't mature enough to understand what's going on. That's why just like I tell mine all the time, if you ain't ready, stop doing the things to let you know that, for you to be ready. Take some precautions and steps to stop that action. If you know that you want to be out in the streets, you know what it takes to keep
in the oldest part of Cairo. There's a mysterious.
You know what to do. You know what to keep you out the streets or out the clubs or out of wherever you like being at. Don't make that decision.
Yeah.
Well, Leon, I'm glad you said that. That was a good transition into this, where bad decisions lead you. Check this out.
I can't see. Mr. Hewley, count one, felony murder. I sentence you to life without possibility of parole. Count two, violation of Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. I sentence you to 20 years consecutive to count one. Count three, violation of Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. I sentence you to 20 years consecutive to count two.
It's been a long.
Count 10, hijacking the motor vehicle. I sentence you to 20 years consecutive to count three. Count 11, violation of Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. I sent you to 20 years consecutive to count 10. Count 12, violation of Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. I sentenced you to 20 years consecutive to count 11. Count 13, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. I sentenced you to 5 years consecutive to count 12. Count 14, violation of Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. I sentenced you to 20 years consecutive to count 13. Count 15, violation of Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. I sentenced you to 20 years consecutive to count 14.
Wow.
Damn. They would have had to drag me out. That son of a bitch. I mean, they would have had to drag me out because at this particular point, ain't no need to try to be no man standing there and take it on the chin. I don't know how many years that add up to, but
He ain't gonna live that long.
Leah, he ain't never coming home, Leah.
He got altogether, he got 180 years on
And
top
he
of
don't look like he's no more than about
That's a young boy. That's a young boy.
What was his name?
I don't know what the fucking name is, but
he
never.
looks very young.
He got 160 or 180 years on top of whatever.
No, that was a whole lot more than 160, 180.
Yeah, what I said, that man ain't never coming home. And you know that most of that shit is gang related terrorists that see out here fucking around in these streets. And it just go back to what you were just saying, Leah, about making them decisions. That man young and he ain't never coming home again. Ever. So all right, well, expand on that, Leah. Just finish your point. I'm just saying it just was good that when you were saying that, and I had this video queued up saying, "My God, what are you feeling when somebody reading off that? Just knowing that your mama them in that courtroom or whoever, knowing I ain't never seen my son ain't never gonna sleep in this room with. He ain't never gonna have no life, grandkids, or you know what I'm saying? Just knowing all that shit gone.
He gonna be somebody's bitch.
Basically. Especially if he's young. Especially if he's young going in.
And then, I hope and pray he wasn't his parents' only child.
Damn. It was so
But
fucked up. Y'all
some,
noticed the lawyer that was next to him just had her head down, like, God damn.
do you? But then again, did you hear any response like from a parent being upset or going on in there?
No.
Whoever his parent was, maybe they was thinking his shit ass too.
I mean, you know what? That's a very interesting point. Maybe that is true because we all can get pushed to a point where we like, you know what, baby, I done all I can do for you. It's in God's hand now. Well, the penal system hand now. You know what I mean? I can't do nothing for you because, like I said, a lot of them charges was gang related charges, shoot, possession of firearm, police chases, terroristic threats, gang affiliation. Like, God, yeah, see what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all think this shit cool, throwing up them gang signs and all that shit, and listen to this rap and live with this shit against you.
Yeah, and then you don't know how much drama he brought back to his parents' house. Because I'm sure with all the shit that he had going on out there in them streets, he ain't had no place of his own.
What you were saying about the RICO Act, Lee Jack?
You throwing up all them gang signs and calling riding with your boys that get you caught up in all this RICO shit.
Mm-hmm.
They charge you just like you one of the boys. Okay, you want to play? We gonna play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah, and you don't know how he treated his own family members.
Yeah,
He might have been ruthless at the house.
Might have been yeah.
Yeah, he finna be ruthless at his new house.
Yeah, sure enough.
Oh my goodness, Drew, what you got to say about this? I mean, God damn. I just would have fell out. I'm just telling y'all now. Y'all just said, "What happened to Mario?" I would have been all up under that table right there. I just would have fell out.
Wouldn't did you no
Damn,
damn good.
Did you?
it wouldn't have
All
did
I
me
got,
no good. No
Cause
good.
all I
all
gotta
they
say
did,
is, all I gotta say is, did he not have any damn use any damn common sense? That's all I got.
Obviously not.
That's all I gotta say. Did he
man,
not use any damn common sense?
And he must have been the ringleader of what he was doing.
Mm.
you know what they say, these YNs ain't got no common sense these days. They just do whatever they think is cool.
Mm,
I mean, the only thing you can say, he took it like a champ. That's the only thing you can say.
that's the
He took it
only
like a
thing you can
champ.
say.
Uh,
Cause,
when he was
yeah.
out there, he was taking it like he was a champ. When he got in the court, he just sit there and look stupid.
And then at that young age as well, I know, we make kids make dumb decisions.
He must have made a whole lot of
Uh,
13 or 14 sounded like.
Now, what I'm gonna say, I think I
You
stopped listening when she got to on count 14 or 15. You know,
14.
he was up there.
is he
Yeah.
okay? Two and
And
then two and
obviously
then
they had some real concrete stuff on him. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been.
that's what I was getting ready to say. Okay, then we're being that age. Are you taking my question is, are you taking the rap for somebody else?
well, if he is, he's a
Did you
fool.
right? I mean, I get it. I know kids at that age do dumbass shit, be in gangs and all of this. But a lot go and being gang affiliated, a lot plays into that as well. A lot plays into that.
Well, he was
I
done
mean,
deal
that's
either
true,
way
but
it go.
one of
Because
the
if he was in
charges
the gang
being
Uh-huh.
on a
and he
police
take,
chase, so I'm assuming they caught him.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, whether he taking the charge for that, I mean, if somebody else was in that car with him, they facing some of them same charges. But I mean, once you go on the police chasing, you had to do something for the police to be on you, for you to be running from the police to get into the chase.
Mm.
right,
So, like I said, either way it go, Dion said he was
right.
at around 180 years. He ain't never coming home. I mean, he just. I hope to God he had him, son. Cause
Yeah.
That was more than 180. I swear to God, it
You
was.
never know what it feel like. That.
what'd you say, Leon?
He ain't gonna never know what that feel like again.
Woo.
Nope, 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 nope.
He might have
Mm, mm,
might have some jail what they call it, jail punani, but he ain't gonna have no free world punani.
Wow.
mm.
That jailhouse living, boy, I tell you.
Mm.
Okay,
But he better
y'all
get
know.
ready because he a PYT.
Mm.
Yeah, they
You
say
ain't
oh,
going nowhere, boy. Might as well.
he high yellow.
You ain't going nowhere, boy. So you might as well drop him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but listen, if we being honest now, if you knowing that you ain't never coming out of there, you can't go in there being passive, so cause you ain't got shit to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you might as well be aggressive, cause you ain't never coming home, so
And what does he
Well,
have to lose? Nothing.
the way you was in
nothing.
them
That's what
streets,
I
the way
want for to
you.
say, bitch down there. He ain't got shit to lose, so you might well go in there and shit.
I
Yeah.
know.
Go in there and be a bulldog. Do what you
Yep.
do.
Do what you do, cause you ain't never coming home. When you go in there, they might well just stop you past the graveyard cemetery. Say, hey, where you want to be put at?
Oh
Over there in the
wow.
corner. Okay, all right, cool. Cause you ain't never leaving here. I mean, ain't that's the truth?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
truth.
They
mhm.
sign your name right here. We got your plot already.
Mm-hmm.
It's on
That's
its
what
way.
I'm saying. He ain't never leaving there, man. Damn. Mm. Like I said, y'all would have, man, Lord Jesus.
He
Okay,
ain't gonna
so
believe it. And I
y'all,
bet you he ain't gonna be in there long either before he already did.
I mean, but he probably gonna be acting like I said. He probably just saying if they gonna kill whatever. Either way, I ain't making it out of here. No matter which way I go. Like Don Netter say, he might well just be a bulldog. 'Cause you ain't coming home no way.
Right.
So y'all always say I always find the stuff about the women, right? And say that where you be finding this stuff, Mario? All right, I got one from a woman who says something about men, right? And I want to know if y'all agree with this. And we'll let y'all go first, and then us men will chime in on it. But I think that she has a very interesting take about how she sees stuff.
The question is what does the man value? Typically, men do not value women for who they are internally, which is where value really exists. And the only reason that a male will value a woman at those heights is because of her connections and her lack of access to him. But if you ask a male to value a woman for everything that she has internally, men just don't have the capability to see women for who they truly are outside of their external appearance, because men are visual physically, which makes it very difficult for them to see beyond the physical vessel, right? So men don't value things that are internal with women. They just don't.
So, Mama D, do you believe that a man is incapable of seeing a woman for who y'all truly are?
I don't know about incapable, but some of the points that she makes are very valid.
Which elaborate, please elaborate.
Um, Men are more, as she said, visual, and they are. And I'm not saying women are not, but in some instances, and I'm not gonna say in all, because I've met some young chickies here recently who just take that out to another level. Most women, and when I say women, I mean mature women at this point in time, try to understand a man internally. Whereas with men, they don't care how you know, or what you feel internally or how you feel. Women do, because we're more feeling type people than men are. So what she says about that is valid. I don't even know whether there are some men who would even know how to assess their woman internally, because they can't get past the physicality of it all. Am I making sense?
You are. I understand what you're saying. Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. Um, I mean, I have been involved with some men who uh don't care what I think or don't care how I think. As long as I can do what you want me to do, you fine. As long as I can move in the direction that you want me to move into, I'm fine. Whereas with women, we are wired differently, as we all know. And there are certain things in life that women want to do or want to achieve. And when it gets to that point, then men kind of drift away. She always want to do this. She want to be this. She bougie. She this, she that. It is not that. It says there are certain things that women want to achieve in their lifetime.
Okay. All right. Miss Marlena, what would you say that, dude? What's your take on it? Are men incapable of seeing a woman for who she truly is?
I don't think it's true of all men.
Right.
I do think that it is true of some men, because I don't think some men really know how to connect um, with women. I don't think that a man always looks at a woman uh, vi- visually and not see her other worth. Uh, some of them do, but not all of them do. Sometimes men cannot connect because and see women internally because they're not good nurturers as women are. Um, and some men do know how to be uh, nurturers, and some, but a hell of a lot of them don't. You know, um, I just, I think a man um, can value a woman internally if he has had good, positive, nurturing and relationships with his mother, and if he has female siblings. Um, and he knows and has been taught how to value a woman and what to look for or how to um, be approachable to a woman.
Okay. All right. That's definitely one way to look at it. Andrea, what are your thoughts on this? Is a man incapable of seeing a woman for who she truly is?
Why are you shaking your head, Mark?
I mean, I agree. Some men are and some men aren't. Majority, like she said, the majority. Let me rephrase that. Some of the men are just all these days are all into the physical of it, your appearance and all of that. Damn, what you think? And you do have those men are out there that truly want to know what's on your mind. But with the way that things are now today, it's more about what your appearance. What can you when can I get to some of you? It's not about, hey, let me see what your mental state, what your mental stability is up here. It's that, but that's just the way the world is now.
Okay. All right, Mr. Jackson, what is your take? You've been having great takes all night long. What is your takes on it? Is a man incapable of seeing a woman for who she truly is?
See, you gonna ask me this question, we've been talked about this on plenty of different shows in the past.
we have.
And my take on this is very firm, and I'm gonna be honest about it. I know I'm gonna hurt some men's feelings, and I'm gonna hurt some women's feelings also. Now, as I have stated in the past, men, we talk about, well, let's not even say men right now. We ain't gonna start off saying men. We're gonna start off saying the
Males.
gender of people have multiple levels of maturity.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the males stay at one level of maturity their whole entire life until two things happen. One, the very first thing that happened is that flicker in their mind and that switch hit and say, look, the dumb shit that I was doing back then with women and in my life or in general, I can't do that shit no more. I have to change for the better. Once that switch hit and they turn that page on that point right there, then the second thing that hits is, okay, now I need to get in touch with myself. So they have the two things. They have to make the notion or make the understanding that they need to change. Then they have to say, I want to change and better myself. Most men ain't did it, and still, most males haven't done it yet at whatever age they at. And then even when they get older, they might even revert back to their earlier form. And then they have to hit that reset button all over again, which means they got to start over from scratch. And they have to evaluate themselves, have to say, okay, no, I'm not going to do this no more. I'm going to better myself. And then once they do that and better themselves, however long that may take, 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, a decade, decade and a half, however long it takes to get to focus on what you need in life, what you want in life, what you are giving others in your life, and how you're going to better yourself and everyone around you, you ain't a man yet. Once you have done all that, then you can say, okay, and implemented it over some time and, and stay consistent about it, then you can say, hey, I'm a man. Because you can see your worth, you can see the worth of people around you, you can see the worth of the woman that you want in your life and the women that come in your life. And you can objectively tell them, look, I see you and see you as a person and see you as this person or that person. And I know what you need to grow. I can help you make that growth. Or either I don't want to be around you because you don't seem to want to grow in this particular area, which will make this other area in your life a lot better. And then we can grow together and accomplish a lot of stuff that we would never have done apart. Men won't do that. The male gender won't do that. Like I said, it's very rare that you would catch a man that has done it all in life, early in life, failed, come back, and then said, okay, look, I'm going to reevaluate myself because I seen what I was doing these past 5, 10, 15 years. Didn't work. I failed at every turn. I struck out. I wasn't happy. I couldn't find the woman that I needed in my life. I couldn't find the woman that I wanted in my life. Now I'm going to reevaluate myself and figure out what I'm missing in my own life. Better that in my own life, so that way I can grow, mature, and be that person that somebody else will need in their life. Then I can go out and say, hey, here's what I have to, like the women love to say, or like women will say and men will say, what you bringing to the table? Look, you ain't got to ask me that because I'm going to tell you what I got at the table. The question is what I got at the table, can you eat what I got at the table? Can you bring can you bring the same thing to the table so I can eat what you ate off my plate and we can eat together and get fat and be happy together? Ain't what you bring to see, that's the question that people always ask. What you bring to the table. Now, what do you have at the table? It should be the question. What you got at the table? Okay, let's go through what you got at the table. I'm gonna tell you what I got at the table. Let's put some stuff together and make a 10-course meal. That ain't what people doing. That ain't what they doing. That ain't what they want to do. Men or women, they want to get the instant gratification and don't want to go through. Like I was telling my daughter yesterday when she was talking about her not cooking. Okay, you got to be able to. In order to cook a meal, you got to do it from beginning to the end. You got to prep, season, cook, and then serve. If you skipping one of them steps, you ain't cooking. You don't know how to cook. So figure out how to cook, and then you can say, "Oh, I know how to cook." It ain't happening. I mean, I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but then, like I said, I'm petty this year. I'm just gonna tell it how it is.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Well, mine is gonna differ from Leach answer clearly, cause y'all know, I'm pretty sure Marlena's been wondering what the hell he gotta say, cause he always talking that crazy shit. Um, I'm not saying it from the standpoint of, I just think she painted with a pretty big broad brush, just like I've learned, that all women are not the same. We can generalize all we want, but at the end of the day, all people are not the same. And to say that men, the way she said it in a definitive way, are incapable of seeing a woman for who they are, then I got some pushback on that, because if y'all say we visual, which we are,
Mhm.
it's men who's been with women for 30 and 40 years, and we all know as we all get older, everybody body composition changes. So if we are visual and that's the main thing we do, we would leave y'all when the first sign of something comes along that y'all, done got out of shape or this and that. So I agree with Leon up until a point where he said about the maturity. Now that's a real thing. Now maturity definitely go in stages, and then like he said too about you'll get to what y'all come to refer to it as a midlife crisis, where you have to hit the reset button and start all over. That's when we go get the little two-seater, and we want to drive motorcycles, and we think we want to date 26-year-old girls because we feel that women our age ain't bringing nothing to the table because we're still into that visual physicality stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're mentally don't value the woman, then all you're doing is doing yourself a disservice if you don't see her for who she truly is. Because if you don't know who you truly got, how can you say you love her? How can you say you want to build something with her if you don't know who she is truly? Because that's how people get blindsided. Like, I thought she never do this. You thought she never do this because maybe you did not value her. Maybe you did not see her for who she was. That's why you as we said a couple of while back, right? A couple of shows ago, it may have been a whole bunch of shows ago, but pillow talk is important. That's where you
Mm-hmm.
get the talk and get to knowing and see what people real hard is. Because usually pillow talk is one of them time for whatever reason. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but it seems like we do our less lying and less putting up guards when we got that moment. But just me and you, seem like the world has paused and we all talking. And a lot of times, a lot of shit get revealed there, right?
Yeah.
And then that's when
Yeah.
you understand that if he ain't trying to hear you or he ain't trying to truly see you for where you are, that every time a major decision come, he always needs to make the decision. He's never deferred to you once. Then maybe yeah, you got an issue. But and I'll end it with this. I just think that a good woman, a really good woman, and everybody and every woman say they good. We know that, just like every guy say he's a stand-up guy, and we know that both of them statements are not true. But a good woman kind of has you have no choice but to pay attention to who she is, because sometimes they do the type of shit that makes you say, you know what, this feels so different than all that other shit over there. That even if you dumb enough to still cheat on her, but you at one point you recognize that you did have some, you were just too stupid to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, and we'll leave it at that. I
I
just
do
think
want
that
to
that's
say that
go ahead.
women are, I do want to say too that women are visual too. We're visual too as well. We just look we see visually what we like, but we do tend to look past that to
Mhm.
find out what else is there.
There, right.
I left it, at a certain point, but I really wanted to say this, right? They talk about, whatever. We date down way more than y'all do. Y'all usually pick people that you say got to be at least on my level or higher, right? Girl, that's like taking a step back, right? But we date down way more than y'all do. I'm just talking about on the average. Maybe not y'all. Maybe y'all will go pick somebody up on the fries, at McDonald's. But most men will talk to you wherever you be, wherever you at, without knowing what your status or whatever is, right? But sometimes y'all need to know what statuses are before y'all even entertain talking to them. And we'll leave it at that.
How do you know what his status is before you talk to him? How do you can't know what their status is before you talk to them.
I'm talking about before you do something major with him, or before you start saying, okay, he's serious. We could be in our mind, before we even know what she is, hey, baby girl, let me take you out this weekend, right? And if somebody roll up on you, say, let me take you out this weekend, you'll be like, where you work at? Who is you? Who your peeps? What you do? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of
Oh,
things.
Are you
Nah, they,
married?
get-
I
they
mean, you got to
usually
give me
shoot
some
them down
information.
before that point because they'll look them from head to toe before when he's saying cannot, they already looked him from head to toe and observed everything from the neck down and said, okay, you wearing this, you wearing that, and you wearing this. You can't afford to take me nowhere. That's what they say. Or they see
well,
his
it ain't always true.
car. I'm not riding in that to go with you nowhere. No.
Oh
Hmm.
God. It's
You don't
one for
polish your shoes. Your shoes dusty.
That's what
Yeah.
I was
oh
about to
Lord.
say. Let your shoe be turned up or something,
They,
Mm-mm.
they don't give men a chance like that. No.
Oh Lord.
Men, men will, like I said, a man will approach any woman that he feel as though he got a chance with
Yep.
and ask her out, expecting to hear yes and not very, very rarely expecting to hear no. But
Right.
men will get more no's than yeses because of, like I said, something they got on or their appearance.
Well, I
So,
Yeah.
got this from my,
so
my dad told me looking at a man's shoes tells a lot about him. So yes, I do look at men's shoes.
Yeah, my mama used to say that too. You know what I mean? Even though, you could have just been, but shit, baby, I was just coming from work. But y'all know it.
you can tell when a person is just coming from work.
But
Well,
y'all know it's true. Let's just have a real moment here for 1 second. Y'all know that we will date couple levels below where we are more quicker than y'all would. Let's be honest about that.
That's true. That is true.
that's
That's what
true.
I'm
But okay, so how do I? Let's just say you out. A woman
hmm
approach her bunny, her flip flops, t-shirt torn here, torn there, and these damn booty ass shorts. You gonna talk to? No, she want to take you out on a date though.
Listen, some old
Hold up,
adages.
hold up,
Wait,
hold
I'm
up,
just
hold
saying some old adages do apply now. First impressions still matter now,
up.
regardless of man, woman, what your background is. You know what I'm saying? Because if he could be a millionaire, but if he come to you busted like a bum and you just saw him come offering under a blue tarp like he homeless, it matters.
Somebody said coming from under blue top.
Mhm. I know it's true.
That's what I'm saying. It matters.
Under blue top, huh? He come from up under blue top. My black ass is running.
Okay, exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So stuff like that matter. And guess what? It's been a guy who probably walked past that blue tarp, and you know what? But hey, you straight? I mean, you might can't stay tonight, but you can come through and take a wash up.
Oh
You
wow.
hungry?
Not the wash up. Oh my goodness.
I would say y'all would never pick now one of us up on no situations like that. Never, ever, ever. Matter of fact, y'all roll the window up, clutch your purse, and hit the gas.
You
You
know what?
got
He rolled down the window, give him some water. If I eat something, I give it to him. I do that, and then the good dude up there at the light, especially in the summertime, because he be sitting out there all the time.
But y'all
Well,
know
but
I'm used to.
what if he said to you though, hey baby, you know what? I'm always seeing you. You always looking out for a brother. I was wondering if maybe, well, you could take me out.
no.
No,
Mm-mm.
I can
But
come
you
through
know,
here
I've
when I
gotten a
come
lot
through.
of that because when I was with the church going out to feed the homeless. You get a
See,
lot of that.
see, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all would never do it. I guarantee it's been somebody probably at your church, Marlene, when y'all were going to do that, some man there, some woman probably tried to holler at him. No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. But by that fifth time, well, tell you what, I'll be back in next Tuesday, and we'll see what we can work out.
I know when I was working with the food pantry when I was in Nebraska, there'd be some men who come by, hey, Miss Lady, Miss
No,
Lady.
sir.
I'm thinking to myself, you can't even feed yourself. You know darn well you can't feed me.
I mean that's true. Yeah, you had the food pantry, you had the food bank, but tell you what, you bring some of them snacks and you meet him up there at the park, and then y'all got to worry about that. You already work at
No.
the food bank.
He's thinking wisely. He say, I'm gonna come Tuesday. We gonna make it 2 for 1.
Mm, Jesus.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness. But I mean, but it's nothing wrong with that, right? And I don't be mad with that. I used to have a problem with that, but now I don't, because I understand if you got a certain level, right, and you asking for a man to be on that, it's nothing wrong with that, because I get it, right? You know what I mean? If you don't work to a certain point, you say, okay, at the very least, I'm requiring that you just at least meet me on my level, right? But what I've learned is sometimes when feelings come into that shit, and you and the person vibing and all that type of stuff, sometimes you tend to don't see all that stuff. Now, granted, sometimes that shit is a mistake,
Right.
but sometimes you don't see it. You just enjoying the moment, you just vibing with it. And then sometimes just because y'all ain't, as we like to say, equally yoked, don't mean y'all ain't a match though.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that you got your shit together a little bit faster than they did. Now God put you in their life to help them get their shit together.
Mm-hmm.
Now, provided that they want to get their shit together.
True.
Oh my
I,
goodness.
I
All right.
like what Leon said. What he said is very valid because the thing about now is what you got to bring to the table. Why can't we have a communal table?
mhm. What's
Why it
already
gotta be my table and your table? How come it can't be a communal table?
let's put what I got at the table up there already, what you got at the table, and
Exactly.
let's have a buffet. Let's have a 10 course meal
Mm-hmm.
and goddamn me do some shit.
Right, right.
Well, what I got at the table, I'm good at stretching.
But
Uh,
I'm telling y'all, back when y'all look back at some things, that bring to the table thing gonna be one of them things that we gonna kind of wish that they never start saying that shit, because
I
that has
know.
become a staple of what people
It-
bringing to the table.
I hate that term. I hate it. I hate
I'm not a
that.
fan of it either. That's what I said. That's what we bring to the table.
But they use it all the time. Basically, they definitely, especially women. What you got to bring to the table? What the
I'm,
hell you got?
I'm gonna tell a lube, whipped cream, and chocolate syrup.
And that way you gonna get, boy, what you think I'm talking about? Don't be talking about no shit like, hey man, go round back. she she gonna tell you
Well,
in front of
God is
people,
stupid.
she gonna cuss you out. But she gonna give you that signal behind, go round back, not in front of everybody.
Mm,
Cause at the
mm,
end of the day, y'all,
mm.
Table.
see the thing about the table is that's all the physical stuff and that's all the stuff people can see. But are you a good person? Or your morals correct? Or if shit go bad, can I count on you? What, what all
That's
the other shit we can't
what I
see?
say.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, Mario. When I say what's bringing to the
When
table,
that
what
dollar
you got at
shortage,
the
you
table
gonna run.
already. What you got at the
Yep.
table already? What are your moral standards? What is your personal standards? What your goals in life is? What do you have in front of you right now? What do you want to do? What
Well,
habits?
that's what I thought what you bring it to the table meant.
That ain't what they mean by that these days.
No, that ain't what they mean.
That ain't what they mean. Mm-mm.
No, it is not
These
what they
days, what
mean.
you bring to the table, they want to know what your net worth is and
Yep.
how much of it you gonna give to me. so I can do what I want to do and ain't got to spend none of my money. That's what they mean.
You got to bring your tax return to your table. That's what they want.
That's what they mean these days when they ask that bullshit.
Yep. That's just what I know.
Bring your tax return in to see if you can help me build this house over here or not.
Okay.
But we building it together.
No, you building it yourself.
I said building
that's why
it together.
that's my secondary.
Meaning though,
You building too much shit for yourself. Build it by yourself.
Meaning we're gonna build it together. We're gonna put your tax return with my tax return, see what we got in the middle. It's gonna put this together and we're gonna build this happy house over here. That's
that
what
ain't what
we're
they
gonna do.
mean. That mean
That's
what they
we're gonna do together.
and audience what she said when she said that, she said, you gonna bring your tax return, I'm gonna bring my tax return, and whatever you got in yours, you gonna put with mine, and then I'm gonna build whatever I want to build and let you figure it out on your own until I get done doing what I'm doing. That's what she said.
That's not right. We're supposed to
That's
bring
what she
them
said.
together and see what we can build together out of both of our tax returns.
Because you know these, let me see, they call them young niggas. These YWs, they think that that means that what's yours is mine and mine is mine. That's what they mean by that bullshit.
Sometimes that is true.
No, all the time it's true. That's what they mean.
You saying that's what women should say?
No, I said what these the YWs. That's what they mentality thinking is nowadays.
Yep.
Well, I like saying it.
You like saying what?
I like saying it, but that's not true of me, but I like to say it. What's mine is mine and what's yours is mine.
Yeah, because Marlena, we have already established in the past that this panel of women on this show are a whole different breed. They can say whatever they want to say, and we don't even mind. We might, hell, talk to me dirty. I might suck on your toe every once in a while, but I'm just
okay.
Let me pull this damn toe out then.
Wait. You forgot the most important part. He said if you talk to him dirty, you gotta do that first.
You gotta meet me halfway. What?
Oh, have mercy. Talk dirty first.
Oh my God. But he right about that though. As far as you know, and that's why I say, Barlade, I hate that you bitch last week. I wanted to put up there to show you that when you say ain't no women sitting around talking about all this doing this old stuff, what type of women? We said last week, we showed Marlena that it's a group chat out there, and I hate to bring this back up, but I'm just bringing it back up because you here. It's a group chat out there. We had 55,000 women out there, Marlena, and they sole purpose was to scheme and conjure and get men off of their money, Barlene. You know how you always tell me, well, I come up with this stuff. You be finding these old type of women. It's 55,000 of them out there, Marlene.
Okay.
I got a question for the guys.
I'm sorry I wasn't there last week.
No, it's okay.
You have to stick to Sunday nights. You know I'm having trouble on Mondays.
Okay, well, we'll try our best to stick to Sunday nights. Okay, go ahead, Mama D.
What happened to the older men taking the younger brothers and teaching them how to treat a woman and act? You know, I back in the day, you would see some of the older brothers taking the younger brothers under their wing. You really don't see that anymore.
I think now, because young men back then were more respectable, and they were more, towards adults. These youngins don't care nothing about nobody, and they're not as approachable as men were back then. Young men were back then. And they don't listen and they don't care to know. you find a few, and I can grant you that those few are the ones that's pretty much growing up in religious circles, churches. You know, they've been taught in church and in their homes where the families are Christian or whatever, or
'Cause I
live
can
with
remember, and I guess
or
you're
live
right
with
because
morals.
I can remember my daddy and some of his buds, they would go reach one, teach one, you know?
Yes, but now, and then you have to look at it too. Now the uh, the adults are 15 years older than the children. The mama and dad. This is what's happening. What's happening? They grandpa is 40. You know, grandpa is 35.
Yeah.
They still living their own life. A lot of them.
Well, I can't lie. I mean, yeah. I mean, I was a granddad at 33, so yeah, you're right.
You know, so you know it's different now than it was back. You know, back then when young men had more respect for older adults. These
And a lot
kids,
of the
they
problem is
talking back to their parents. They don't want to
Right.
do nothing. They don't want to do nothing.
that,
They don't
and
want to
it's a
hear that talk.
lot of other stimuli out there too. They listen to their friends and there's rap music and stuff more.
Right.
And I hate when people say, "Well, it's music," and when we grew up on music and we ain't do this dumb stuff, y'all gotta stop saying that because this
Mhm.
music is toxic as hell now. It
It's
is
toxic.
influencing these
It's a
kids.
big influencer.
Yes, it
It
is
is.
influencing these kids.
I
It
So
beg to
does.
differ. I beg to differ. The music that our parents grew up with is almost as bad as the music we grew up with. There's a lot of old songs, if y'all go back and look, that's bad as a lot of the music and worse than a lot of music. The problem is with these youngins, they don't want to hear nothing we gotta say. They are too big on TV and they think that everything on TV and the internet is what it is. So they try to hear us until they get in trouble. Then that's when they want to listen to us because they want
and
us
that's
to
what I
help them
said
win.
about too much stimuli. It's too many different things pull them at them, and then they love to tell you this is the comparison generation. They love to tell you or compare what Tommy or Malik is doing over there in their household. Well, Tommy mama let him do it.
Yeah.
Well, David mama let him do it. You know, this is what they think, and then David in their ear, who they friend telling them, "Oh, your parents don't let you do this," and they willing to throw all that you've done for him off of some, and he could not even be telling him the truth. You know, but they friends hold so much weight in their life. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
My
I
son
mean,
once told
I
me it
don't
ain't
get what
about
you're
you.
saying about the music being as bad as it is now because uh,
Girl, go back and look at some of the old school lyrics in some of these old songs. Every now and again, somebody will put one of them up and it's talking about sucking and fucking worse than what they're saying on our new music.
But you said every now and again. That shit is everywhere. When y'all were coming back, when let's say when Marlena them, when y'all was a teenager, did you hear many songs about blowing people head off?
no,
No.
that's what I was getting at, and the curse and the name calling and calling women and men out of their names and all of
Right.
that kind of stuff like that was not going on. Maybe they did talk a little bit about fucking and sucking. I never heard nothing like
But you don't be
in that.
listening for nothing like that anyway, though.
And I never heard those words in any lyrics from the music that I grew up with. Yeah, they might have been talking about fucking and sucking and all
I'm gonna
those
find
stuff,
a few of
but
them
they did
songs and
not
I'm gonna
use.
send them to your ass so you can hear what I'm
But
talking about.
but they didn't use them words in these in the songs that I knew. I didn't hear that.
I mean, a few of the songs they do have that type of stuff in there, but it wasn't just right out said.
Well,
You
that's
know,
true.
it wasn't just right out said. But now today with music, they just come on out and say the shit.
That's what I was saying. I know they talked about making love and doing it in the dark and doing it out. I mean, doing it in the park and doing it out the dark. You know, and all that. But
Or Marlena, think about this though. Just because you see something, you hear something, does that mean you got to do it?
no, but I'm no,
The way you
no,
were
you
brought
don't.
up, the way
The
you were
way,
brought
no,
up.
you don't.
How many times you heard your mama say, "If little Susie jumps off the bridge, you gonna jump out off the bridge after her"?
But
How many
that's
times
my
you heard
mama.
that?
That's
Yeah.
my mama. Whose mama today? What 15, 16-year-old mama saying that?
But see, that's our problem. Our
What
children,
20,
we give
20 and
them
25
too
year old
much
mama
damn credit.
is saying that? I knew to say that shit because I knew what my parents taught me.
We need to get back to busting heads like we used to. That's what needs to happen. We give these kids too much damn credit,
You can't
and
do
that's why they run. Oh,
They
that.
too
bullshit.
busy talking
That's
about
true enough.
my
What I'm
daughter.
saying is, what
They too busy talking about my daughter, my best friend. We grew up together.
true enough, we do need to get back to discipline our children, but that the system have them so wrapped up. Your mama hit you. All you got to do is come call us, and we'll come get
Yep.
you and take you away.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true too.
I wish a motherfucker would call.
I say the same thing. And when I get out of jail, I'm gonna beat your ass again
Okay.
and go right on back.
Okay.
And
But
when I
By
get
the
out
part
time
of
of
you get here,
jail, I'm
your
gonna
ass
beat
already gonna be
your ass
fucked up.
again. I just keep going back and forth to jail because I'm gonna fuck you up.
That's right.
the problem is, like
Mm,
Marlena said, you be 28 with 3 kids.
Mm-mm.
You understand that you only 13 years older than your oldest kid.
That's true.
so
So by the
really,
time,
you didn't have time to be a kid yourself before you were having babies, and then you don't know how to raise them because you're too young to be a parent.
I don't know nothing about that shit. I don't know nothing about it.
yeah, fortunately I do.
Oh, I know you do, but
And
I'm saying I don't know
I can
nothing
say
about it.
I can say that too. And unfortunately, I do too. But the first two kids, they wouldn't even mine. But at age of 15, I was raising kids that weren't mine, but it, it still all plays into the same thing.
And also too, I think we mentioned on the show a couple times too, the traditional big mamas, them they ain't here no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause now everybody who's grandmama, great grandmama, they still working and shit. They still, trying to live too. So they don't want to be bogged down with goddamn taking care of nobody else kids and shit now.
And they also
There you
are
go.
at the club they also at the club with the grandchildren.
That's something. Nope.
I don't even go to no damn nightclubs. I don't fuck with that. That's just asking for it.
And since I've been out here, I went out with them one time. That's because they asked me to go. Because we were going to karaoke. I went out there and I said never again. Because the place we went wasn't nothing but a whole bunch of damn little young ass kids in there and they all into that other bullshit. No, I said, no, this is not for me. Y'all do what y'all do, and I'm gonna have to do what I do whenever I do decide to go out. That's one thing I've never done, even with being in Pine Bluff. If me and my stepsister, we would go to the club, my daddy was there, and we would go to the same place that he was, he would get up and leave. or tell us y'all better go home.
Yeah, that's what should happen.
You don't part of the kids.
No, no.
I'm telling you, life is different now. Yeah, I became a grandmother at 42.
Mm.
I was still raising my daughter. Uh, and and I had a boyfriend. I
Yep.
worked every day during the week. I call her my daughter-in-law, would get upset with me because I wouldn't babysit when she wanted me to on the weekends. And my boyfriend lived out of town, out of my town. It wasn't too far, but he lived out of my town. And so we didn't see each other during the week.
Hell no,
So
I ain't watching on no weekend
whenever
then.
I got when the weekend came, oh no, I'm not doing no babysitting. And at that point I was working with kids every day during the week.
You didn't want to see no kids.
I ain't want to see no
Mm-mm.
kids.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
babysit.
Mm-mm.
I'm just like you want to go do what you want to do and be with your man or whatever it is you want to do. I want to be with mine. You and my son figure that out.
Hey,
Y'all figure that
I
out
ain't
because
about to keep.
I'm going to be with my man. And then
Mm-hmm.
I got my daughter in here. I got to get straight because she underage too.
I can truly say Asia knows not to come ask me to keep my granddaughter so she can go out. She already know I'm with mine. So you better take her with you.
No, that's right.
I
God
pick her up
damn.
from daycare while you at work, but to go to the club, nah, I'm sorry, I can't do that, bro.
I don't blame you because I tried being nice like that, and my daughter tried to run over me. He ain't got a nerve to complain. Man, it ain't enough you can do for these children. They still gonna try to complain like you didn't do enough for them.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
I was a little bit more lenient when my daughter had her baby because she was grown then, and then I didn't have all these kid issues, you know. So I did babysit for her a couple of times, and let her go out. But she got to thinking that it was going to be every weekend. Oh no, your gravy train over, baby. Nope. Then she was mad. I'm like, what you mad? How you gonna get mad? This ain't my baby, it's yours.
That's right.
So
You the
she
one
soon,
laid up and fucked.
so she soon learned that I wasn't gonna do it.
Oh, you heard that, Mario?
What you say?
I mean, but it's the truth though.
What you say? Mitch.
I said, cause she laid up and fucked. Put her
Yeah,
motherfucking ankles to her ears.
Oh
somewhere.
wow.
I don't know what it was or how she did it or how she got it, but somehow or another she got that baby.
I was to
And
say she
somehow or another
got it.
my son, and at that time, somehow or another my son got them three he had.
Shit. You just have them. Mm-mm.
Yep.
But
You just have 'em.
No,
yeah,
no,
But
no.
no, it didn't just happen. You just didn't breathe out your mouth and it happened. It just happened. That's, no, But I know one thing. I ain't gonna be the caretaker of none of them unless I want to be. But
Come on now, caretaker.
I want to be the babysitter. That's when I would be the babysitter. I want to spend time with them. That's when I would spend time with them.
You know you want to spend time with them cheering.
I did want to spend time with them on my time,
Them little
Right.
but
yep.
snot
I
nose
wanted to
Yep.
spend
ass
time with them,
kids.
not on their time when they
And,
wanted me to.
and see that's the part of it that they don't understand. I, I keep
Uh,
them like
mine, mine, mine understood it. They understood they understood it because they understood they didn't have no babysitter unless somebody else did it,
mm-hmm.
and it
But
wasn't
I
too many
never
people
understood why they
that they
wear it out.
trusted to
Like
do that.
If you do it one time, okay, cool. But once they start, they just wear it completely into the ground. Just wear it out.
Every damn weekend they think you're supposed to do it.
Mm-hmm. So,
You
um,
don't know.
is that it?
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I think
Is it?
that's it. Yeah. I think that's it. I think I played all the videos.
That's
Stevie,
video.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna be all right. I found out tonight that I got another procedure tomorrow, and then nobody tell me nothing about it.
Mm.
What they
So
gonna
I'm
do
not.
tomorrow?
Um, they're
We'll
gonna.
talk about that in a minute. Mario, you ready to wrap up?
Yep. Let's wrap it up. Cause we got some family business to get to, y'all. So we'll talk to y'all later. We're gonna let everybody get up out of here. All right, Lee Jack, let's take us on out of here, Playboy.
Been another great show, as usual. I'm gonna say, my disclaimer's already been put out there. I'm just gonna say this: if you have to suck and bucking for whether it's for a buck or just a duck, I'm gonna tell you like this: man or woman, at some point in life, you're gonna have to flip the switch. That little switch gonna flip in your mind or whatever it is, and you're gonna have to do two things. You're gonna have to take your time out for yourself, take your time out for everybody else, and evaluate everything in your life that you're doing and where you want to go. Once you've done that, and trust me, it's going to take more than 1 or 2 days, maybe even more than 1 or 2 months, maybe even more than 1 or 2 years. Take your time out for yourself. Know who you are as a person. Know what you want as far as to have another person bring into your life, and what you are willing to give and what you are willing to receive before you venture out and say, hey, I want to be in another relationship, because people don't play no more. They play games. Ain't nobody really serious about the life thing no more. Find somebody that's serious about it, because life is flying by all of us. We all have things we want to do. We all have places we want to go and people we want to see. So
Mm-hmm.
let's get there together. Let's do some things together. Let's tickle each other's toes and play with each other's noses every once in a while. Shit. Be be happy.
Don't worry.
You took it right out of my mouth.
Oh man. All right, Legion. That gave y'all an impassionate thing to say, hey, look, be happy. Stop playing them fucking games. You know what I mean? Be happy. Find somebody who's serious and y'all make it work together.
Mhm. We've been a fuck
All
boy.
right. Oh, well, you had them all passionate, then you ended up with, yeah, don't be a fuck boy.
Oh, girl.
Don't be that shitty me on, man.
Oh, okay. Marlena and Miss Madeline, pretty cat lady and pretty Southern Belle, y'all talk to them.
Okay, y'all. If you have frustration with your kids, to the point where you just want to kill them, don't do it. Check out your resources. Get your neighborhood village together. Somebody who can take the kids off your hands for a while or however long you need. You know, just do not be cruel to the children. There are people in this world who can't have children that would love to have had yours, or who would love to have yours. So if you don't want them, if they're too much for you, if it's too much for you to tolerate, make sure that you take some other avenue besides hurting them or killing them. Like I said, get your neighborhood village, somebody to help you when you're not in a good space. There are agencies, there's the hospital that you can take them to if you don't want them anymore. There's The fire department, if you don't want them anymore, there are churches that you can take them if you don't want them anymore. So just use your resources. Have a good evening. Meow.
Okay. Andrea, lovely producer, what do you got to say?
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed tonight's show, and yeah, just please, this is 2025.
You're the petty.
This is 2025.
You're the petty.
And if you all petty shit, just
You know what it is. It's pads. Pads. Petty ass dumb shit. Go ahead and say it right.
Pants. I heard that.
yeah, if you all pets, I'm gonna ask you to make sure you use something to suck all that up and get rid of that.
Whatever. See.
By
Oh.
by June. By June. But I hope that you all have enjoyed tonight's show. And we've been all across the water one tonight, but hey, I hope you got something out of it. I really do.
Oh, all right, Big Mitch. I know you were late to the party, but talk to him.
Man, I thank y'all for coming to see us. I'm sorry I was late. Didn't know we was gonna do it because we've been doing it on fucking Monday, and the producer and the damn choreographer up there in that corner up there.
Yeah.
And neither one of you motherfuckers called me and told me shit.
We supposed to be doing some live dance.
I just had to look up and see the shit. I'm like, ain't this some bullshit? But anyway,
Mercy. They're mad about that.
Leon asked about 4 motherfucking hours ago, are we gonna do the podcast? I never seen nobody answer the question, but it don't even matter. Because it's petty in motherfucking 2025 and fuck it.
I ain't even see it. I'm sorry. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that.
Be petty, just don't be on the petty ass dumb shit though.
Lord have mercy.
Anyway, like I was saying,
dumb shit. No pads.
I'm still saying, fuck them damn kids. It's time for you to live and get your shit together. Being black, you better realize life is short and it ain't shit to fool with. And we need to live it to the fullest. And I like that past shit. Petty ass dumb shit. I have to pick that shit up. I like that. Y'all have a good night, and I appreciate y'all coming to see us.
All righty, there you go. Mama D, you feeling all right? You want to talk to him and get us out of here?
Just want to tell everybody thank you for coming. Hopefully I won't be late next week and I'll feel better. But just keep in mind when you're asking somebody about a table, make sure you got the ingredients for your table so that you can make a spread. Don't worry about what somebody else got. You worry about what you got. And as long as you got what you need and they got what they need, just like Leon said earlier, you can make a banquet. Then you can work together.
And don't come with the petty ass dumb shit. Pads.
I like that, mama. I like that.
That is true. All right. Real quick, to all my young people out there, I know this is an older person's podcast, but y'all older people, talk to y'all young people. Y'all saw what that young man just got. Leon said 180 years. He ain't never leaving prison. They are passing out time like they cheap ass lifestyle condoms. So you don't want to do that. You do not want to do that. Don't stay out of prison so you can get a quality life, so you can get money to buy you a quality condom. You don't want lifestyles. Just trust me on that. So y'all stay out of prison. That man got 180 years, y'all. They ain't fucking around. They ain't playing out here, man. Y'all better stop.
So you can buy you a quality condom.
He didn't get 180 years. He got 180 years on top of a life sentence.
God damn. That means if that motherfucker come back in the second life, he going back to jail.
Hmm.
He going
The
back to
judge
jail.
tell
He need 9 lives.
Did one judge did tell somebody that when he died, he had to come back and do more time.
Yeah, you owe me in the next life. Come on now.
Right.
See what I'm saying? That's why y'all listen. Don't listen to your friends. It's okay. You don't have to have that herd mentality. It's okay to be an individual. If your boys finna get in the car and ride somewhere, it's okay to say, "Hey, I'll catch up with y'all. I'll see y'all later." You don't have to do what they doing if you know that shit wrong. Have your
No
own
part.
individual. Have your own individual mind, man. They can
My
call you all
boy,
type of
let me
lames
out.
and punks all they want. You gonna go home and let them do whatever they gonna do, and if they make it home, you'll holler at them tomorrow.
Right.
Tell him, Mario, dope boy, let me out. Let me out, dope
Yeah,
boy.
And
Let me
I
and
know
out.
one
that's
other
right.
In the first
Let me
place,
out.
don't get in.
and one other thing that I want to say
Don't get in.
before we go, and we can leave on this. If you feel like you're getting ready to pass, go ahead and pay your rent up for the rest of the year. Because apparently in the state of Texas, they gonna sue you, even if you did. Okay.
What?
Damn.
Are you serious?
Have
Yeah,
mercy.
If
yeah.
you feel like you going into hospice, pay your rent in the state of Texas so
No,
they won't sue you in the afterlife. Okay.
no. Don't get no damn 2-year lease.
That
Don't
too.
get no 2-year lease. If you 80 years old,
You don't need no 2-year
get
lease.
no
Go month to month.
2-year lease.
Because they gonna sue you. They gonna dig you up and take you to court.
You
Come
better
on
go
now.
month to month.
Damn. I mean, that's fucked up. Okay, but they
But
making all great points out there, y'all. So
but this is
listen
the
to it.
times that we live in. This is the times that we live in, and up under this administration ain't no telling what we're gonna get. So yeah.
All right, people. Y'all be well, and we'll catch up with y'all the next time. Good night.
Pay your rent.
Good night.
Meow.
Hey, yo, be good and be good to each other.
Month to month, people. Month to month.